Hi, welcome back there. Today shows a news on the basic model ADV100. First, look at its power buttons and function buttons. Right here, there's a function buttons. Like we can back to the settings and we're into the echo mode. And we tap again, we can wake the screen. And by there, we click to home, we can back to home. And we also have volume up and volume down. Counts for power buttons. And right there, there is OPS slot. We can insert OPS, then we can use the Windows. And remember to power off when you plug in. Now let's look at it. There's basically functions and how to use it. First, there's a floating bars. If there's not existing, you can access in the settings. In the floating bars, we offer you home, back, activate, and a source. When we talk about back, we can use the pens. Pens with annotate mode. With annotate mode, we can write anything on any pages after you access to the annotate mode. Right here, you can change in different colors as you like, and even select the colors. And here it comes for the eraser, and also different pages. Like I'm assuming this is page 2. Select the eraser. This is page 2. Then I'm selecting this is page 4. We're correcting different steps, and then we can erase this. And then finally, we can share with the QR code or even save to the locally. We can make it to save to the WiFi software or even to save in the local storage. Then we can make it save to the WiFi software. We call it UMI. This is the screenshot input mode we're just having. And then let's back in there. Continue on the floating bars. With floating bars, you can easily to change and switch different symbols from HTML1, HTML2. It depends on the interface that your panels have, and also we're using the OPS. If you are plugging the OPS or even to the Type-C portals. And then those are the functions for the floating bars. And with the freeze, you can lock your screens. Then remember, the initial password to unlock the screen is 2580, and you can free to unlock it. And we offer you one more possibilities, like you can scan in the codes, so each time the passwords will be differently. Now back in there, this is the home page with time settings. We can access to the more apps, and then back in there. Here in the settings, shows the basic information of this panel. Like you can even to rename it. Like I can rename it interactive flat panel 1 or just 2. And then I confirm it. Here shows the MAC ID. If your problems happen to this touch screen, please share the MAC ID to us. And in the about shows the CPU, RAM, and memory information, which is 8 core, and GPU, which is 2 core. And back in there shows the memory information, 32 gigabits, 62 gigabits, 128 gigabits, Android version, which is Android 13. Here shows the firmware version. If your firmware was not the latest version, you can try to get in contact with RealTouch. For system update, you can choose to update the firmware just by the USB flash drive or with OTA update. For system reset, it will erase all the data on your touch screens. When we click here, we need to input passwords. And for the wallpaper, we can change different wallpapers. And then we can switch back to the home page. It will switch again. Just remember, I showed in the very beginning, you can use in the floating bars and back to the home page. Now let's check in more videos and more functional things. For the network, we offer you both Wi-Fi and the LAN Argo45 LAN portals. So for the Wi-Fi, make sure we have the antenna stored on this antenna, and this can be foldable. Back in there, you can also use the hotpoint or anything like with Bluetooth. There was a buttons for switch off and switch on. For system integrity, you can check in all the apps which have been installing in your touch screens. Like this, with the Apple Store, you can make a factory stop or just uninstalling it. And here, 5 paths shows the app size and etc. things. For language, the most caring part, we can change to any language as you like. With one click, we can make to Chinese. And if you want to change it again, we can change it back to English. For the input, you have floating keyboards. You can choose this floating keyboards. And for time and data, it will automatically switch the right time according to the internet. And just right here, you can select different time zone. If you're in Hungary, if you're in Poland, or in any other place in the world, you can switch to time zone as you like. For channel settings, just remember I showed you in the very beginning, here is the source changing. Now we can also, each time when we access to this panel, to these touch screens, we can make it to stay on a home or to different interface like HDMI portals, Type-C portals, OPS portals. For timer settings, we can make it to have a rest like 5 or 10 minutes later. For the password settings, we can set a password to froze the screen, to lock the screens. We can choose a digital password to change the password with old and new passwords. For the lock screen at boot, and use USB lock, then when you lock it, when you turn the switch on, then nobody can access the USB flash drive without a permission. Here it comes for application settings. For user management, we can offer you to switch different users by fingerprint and MC readers. If your touchscreen have those two hardware, now back into the DMS remote controlling systems. If you don't like anybody controlling your system and under the privacy concerns, you can try to make it online or just offline, or to eligible with limited permission for file transfer, application installation, power management, camera, and microphone. In more, it shows the current temperature or even floating keyboard, floating bars. When we enable it and enable it, shows the floating keyboard. Here, even the sidebars enable. With sidebars, we can access to the settings, like with one click and one slide. The functionality is different. I'm going to show you. With one click, we can back to home page, back to the previous page, and checking what apps is running in the background. And we click again to switch different single source. And what about one slide? With one slide, you can change different things, like what if I'm in a meeting room, I can presetting this value to the top, brightness to the top, and in the showroom, I want different apps, like I want using my UFi, which is a file management app, or even the issue, the screen share apps. Even we can access their IQ mode for the curtains. Here are some apps that you can use for free. Put a welcome words when somebody engage in your floor to engage in this room. And here in the side menus, we can check in the sidebars. Here's for the screenshot. We got a screenshot here. You can save it on either locally or to the cloud, or generate the code. Here for the screen recording apps, you can have the screen recording. And let's further checking the annotate mode, I can sharing with you. For the calendar, we have the calendar shows different data. For more things waiting for you to explore. Now here in the apps, we can show different apps. And now let's check in the UMI, our Viber software. Here for the pen tourist, we have different functionality things. First about pressure pen. Here in the pressure pen, we can select 2 slides with different colors. And also here, we can select the thickness. I can make it more thick, more small, thinner, and here shows different colors. We can choose the colors as you like, okay? Then how this is happening, I'm going to long press the select and put in here, detect my palm eraser, and detect the side here. And then I detect different sides, then we're free to use with 2 colors, then erase it. For other pen tools, we can use like a text pen. Text pen, if I'm writing a content like a hello here, then it will detect my handwriting to give me the recognition. With the select, there are more function buttons we can use. We can make a search on the internet. We offer you several searching engines like Google, Chrome, Bing, or YouTube. Now we can search on the Bing. Okay. For this page, there are very teeny function buttons. We can resize it when we drag it over, and also make it to left side or right side, even to the full screens. This is our features. And back in there, if you are selecting this image, I'm selecting the hello here, then we can drag this picture from text to speech, text to content. Now let's check in. The internet connection might not be so good. With built-in browser, let's focus on one app, one touch screen. Now let's back through, checking the, make it a capital letter or lowercase. Now we can further editing it. You can try to scan the code to editing it, or even typing here, hello everyone, and then I press it, confirm it, then I can duplicate it and changing the colors for different letters. Back in there, we can make to speech. It will try to speak.
Hello everyone, hello everyone, hello everyone, hello everyone.
Let's minimize the sound here. And from there, you can choose to different language to translate. Like you can make it translate to Chinese or any language as you like. And do remember to pre-download it, then it can function well and function normally. Just right here, you can search as you like, and also voice input if your device have a microphone. Now, here are more things waiting for you to explore. With insert, you can insert so many tools, like you can insert different file types from the Excel file, the Word file, the PowerPoint file, and also DWG file. Here comes the different pages. When we click here, it can change the background to white or other colors as you like. I can add 1 page, add 2 pages. Now let's switch back to the normal colors. Adding 1 page, and then let's switch back to brief. Then how we know how many pages we just created? We can click here, hit the list, and we got a different view. From the list view to the grid view, there shows 2 different pages. And after that, if you are in the classroom, you want to share the pages to your students, to your team members in one conference room, you can use the QR code. We can show all the pages. It will generate the code, and after that, you can show everything with your scan. And you may wondering about one thing. If my screen is offline, then how am I going to show the code? How am I going to show the content? Right here in the menu, we can explore to the PDF file, the PNG file. We can copy it with your Flash or even just with our U file, the file management apps, which I'm going to show you later. Here are the things we offer you. And here in the blog, we offer you some teaching content like a periodic table and a PhD teaching resource. Even the 3D resource we offer you, those are free. Right here, we can check different item information, and those things are waiting for you to explore. And what I mean, I just talk about the UFi, which is a file management app. Here we're checking the apps and checking the UFi, which is a file management app. First, look at the pictures. Here are different pictures that you can use. You will detect different file types from the PDF file, PowerPoint file, or also the Word files. Obviously, there is non-Word file in this. We also offer you the Google Drive and also Microsoft OneDrive. You can log into your own account. We have obtained the Google privacy certificate, so don't worry about your privacy is not secure. Everything is privately secured, 100% secure under the UFi, the file management apps. Now you can check in the OneDrive. So you can choose the internal storage or even the Google Drive, OneDrive. And so the quick share, you can importing the files by scanning the codes. Now I am trying to scan the codes from here. You can try to scan code with Google, with camera, with anything as you like. Now I'm trying to scan the codes. I will generate these codes. Then we can get it from here, just embed it, and send the files. Then let's wait for a very moment. After that, it shows received in the storage, and let's refresh it, then we get these files. We can click it and open it with gallery, with UPicture, or Uplay. Now let's access with the gallery. Now, here's the card picture. Now let's back into using the sidebars. Let's continue to check in the UFi, the file management apps here. We also offer you a cloud if you don't have to bring the flash, don't have to bring your cell phones, then each time you access to the cloud, you are free to use your resources. And also the SD cards, the model ADV100 is compatible with the SD card, TF card, the memory card, as you like. Right here, you can choose different reviews from top review to preserve review, and for the least review or just a great review. We can even search the things from here to search something. Like I choose the internal storage and choose search one thing, one typical things. So here's for the UFi, the file management apps. Then we click it. For the UMark, we can click and see what will happen. When we click here, okay, use select and pen tools, which is a different input mode. You can input on any pages. Like if I'm trying to annotate at this page, and annotate at this page and write it down, then looks like this page was occupied, is fixed. Then I press the select, I can keep scrolling, like I'm scrolling to the settings and make a mark like this is my device. I click the pen. So this is how this going. And we can clean the screens. For the pen tools, we offer you different colors, just like previously in the UMI. You can select the colors and also the thickness just from here. Here also do and undo. After everything is clear and down, you can make it safe. So here's for the UMark. And for the UPicture, Uplay, that's for you play the videos, play the pictures. From there, let's further checking the UPicture. You can play any pictures and video as you like. You can select, if I'm selecting one or two content simultaneously at one time, and it will play the pictures. just like this. Also, your picture show, your slideshow, your video show, it also works the same. And firstly, I'll show you how to get updates. You can get update from here, which is the OTA updates. So we offer you two ways to update your touch screens. One is by the flash, and secondly by the OTA updates. You can get in touch with us, then we will send the newest firmware, then you can download for free. For the calculator, you can use the calculator here, just like you are using your Android phones, you are using your smartphones. Then we click the sidebars, you can check in the apps running in the background. And now let's check in for the calendar. Just right here. So that's all for today.